this is the Worcester. It's a light cruiser, American light cruisers. Have a look at the tech line. So in terms of the tech tree to gain this ship, it starts at tier 6 with the characteristics of the light cruiser. These are higher shell arcs, pretty fast fire rate, no torpedoes, most effective when supporting allied ships. A bit of waffle, but these are really good shit over islands. Fantastic AA. Start at Battle of Cleveland. It's got good AA. I don't really know much about these two ships. Yeah, the AA is alright, yeah, but Cleveland's where the AA starts to pop off. You've got no torpedoes, like I said. Your concealment's fairly low, and in terms of the Worcester especially, you get loads of guns. 4-second reload-ish, yeah, decent fire chance. These shells, you do have 17 kilometer range, but you're not going to hit no small cruisers or DDs anything over 10, I'd say. Got good alpha damage against DDs, so if you ain't got torpedoes, but if you come around the corner and there's a DD there, you know you're gonna kill him in 10-15 seconds, depending on what DD it is. The pen percentage, was it 30? Wouldn't go IFHE, because if we have a look at some of these ships, like this is probably a bad example, but let's have a look at him. Yeah, 50. Your IFHE won't get you over 50, and so these are still shutter here, and you lose half fire chance. So just always aim for the superstructure. It's probably a preference, but I prefer to not go IFHE and to mess around with fires and shoot people like that. So with the light cruisers, you obviously come with no armor. As we was looking at the armor scheme, where's my look at port armor layout? The only interesting thing about this ship is 25 front, and it's quite high. Front of the ship, so you can bounce like light cruisers and medium cruiser guns, no battle cruiser guns. But the interesting thing is the citadel profile on the rear. So you can poke. So if you're going to go around an island and you're going to look around the island and you're not shooting over it, then you can poke your rear turrets out of the back, especially your first two, like you see here. And if they were to shoot you, if it's not visible past here, you can't really get, well, you can't get citadeled because there's no citadel here. I don't think that counts as citadel, does it? Don't know. But basically, you're never really going to get citadeled, especially at close range, like from your rear. But the front two turrets is the citadel. So the citadel's like shifted forward. So if you're going to poke around the back of an island or something, make sure that it's the back half of your ship. Get 50k health. To say 45, but if you put the survivability thing on, 50k. AA is fantastic. Let's go to commander skills for this. So you're going to want an extra consumable. Consumables are 50% of the ship, probably for more 75% of the ship, so you need an extra one, especially with radar. You need 3 radars, like you use them probably by the 10-minute mark, you've gone all out of radar, so you want an extra one. You want low concealment, gets you down to 9-8, and you want an AA build, not only for the fact of better AA, but especially this one here, you get 50% reload on your consumables, which 8% of the time your consumables are normally on cooldown, like half of them, whatever. So that means that if, let me have an example here, what's that? 75 seconds. That's awkward. 1 minute 45, here we go. If this goes on cooldown and someone airdrops you, like my boy over here, then like this ship here with his airdrops, then your consumables start to go on cooldown at half the speed. So this is 1 minute 45, then you've actually only got, like, what is that? Oh my god, maths. About 50 seconds, I think. Yeah, 50, 100. Yeah. 50 seconds. It would only be under a minute while your AA is shooting. So that's a crucial skill. I will still go concealment first, 4 points, but that's a crucial skill. And then last, I don't know if I'm going to do this or this. I don't know. Who knows? I'll think about that later. But with equipment parts, reload, concealment and propulsion, because you're always going to be behind an island, so moving back and forward, all that, you need that. And I've gone for radar here. If you can afford it, it's probably worth it. Well, definitely worth it, I'd say. Yeah, radar's the best one on here. Don't ever please do any of that, especially fire. Oh my god, don't do any of that. The skins are pretty good. When I get some doubloons, I'm gonna get this American skin. So much better than this one down here. Oh no, don't link it. Look, I don't know. This don't just with me. I don't like it. But this one's so much better. Look at that. So much better. Anyway, let's probably hop into a game. What's concealment? 9.8. I've gone over that. Let's hop into a game. Let's go ranked first, then we'll do randoms. Hopping into our first ranked game. This map is, for me anyway, is the most common ranked map I play, and how most people play it is they chill around the islands and see. But before you decide what you want to do, especially if you're a DD, I would always recommend hitting the tab bar and looking at the ships on the enemy team, checking out their radars. On here you can see their range, the duration. So there you go. For their DD is 7.5 with 43 seconds. So just check out what their radar is before you decide to go into the contested flag, which is C. And because you know you don't want to go in there and then get seen and then get shot by everyone, which happens like 80% of the games I'm in. Like the DD dies, and look, maybe it's not even the DD. Sometimes it's the cruiser players. They get caught out of position, get caught by a radar, and exactly like our idea, we was going to go on the right here, but I feel like everybody just sits behind this on the right. So I was like, you know what, I'm going to sit behind C, see what they're saying. See, I've never gone behind this island before this match, this tiny little one on the left here, but I was like, I can cover all of C and I can cover a little bit of the middle, and you know, most people normally suspect you to go on the right. So the other team will be doing exactly the same, especially their radar ships. So that's why I'd always look. But we realised they're capping C, so we could get spotted here, so it's a bit risky here, because you know, one BB gets broadside on you, you're going to lose like 30%, 30k, or you might even get dev struck. But we put the radar, we spot him. And another thing I'm going to mention is you don't always have to shoot the people you're radaring. You might just radar for the sake of knowing where everyone is, or knowing where their DD is. So now we spot their guy on C. Maybe someone that's one of our DDs that's flanking left can get a shot off on them. Maybe someone can get a shot off on them. At the moment I don't have the commander skill for 10% more radar time, but it's still 50 seconds because I have the co upgrade in one of my slots. But for now we want to chill by this island. The DD in C, I'm pretty sure, is the one without radar, so we ain't got any fear of getting spotted really. No CV, he ain't gonna radar us. That's the minnow that we're shooting at, and he's the other person on the team with radar. I've already forgot what the other cruiser was on their team, but I'm pretty sure he's not gonna have radar on us either. So we can kind of move. We don't have to hug the island properly, because we can sort of take a step back. Look, we're well far away from this island, which I've realised their BB's full sending it around here. So I'm gonna want to tuck a bit closer to this island, get a bit angled to him. I think this is, what BB was this again? I can't remember, but he looks like he's sending it on our lib. He had torps, it's just Sheaflin, that was it. He has torps, it's just Sheaflin. And we're just going to want to help our lib out, because our lib's bowed the left here because he's got torps, Sheaflin. So we're going to try and help burn down this Sheaflin. It doesn't look like he's looking towards us, no he isn't. We're chilling here. At the moment, you see me like looking left a little bit. We want to notice how close we are to the island. Notice has anyone got a crossfire on us? Are we going to get deleted any minute now? You kind of have to be aware. The shooting you sort of do automatically. It doesn't matter if you miss your shots and all that. Well, hitting this turret there, that was all shatters there. We got no damage. So you shoot a bit higher. There is a bug in the game at the moment where your shells fall short if you're shooting high arching shells like that, so you have to shoot quite high. Our lib takes him out. Good shot to be fair, because I thought that Sheaflin has a turtle back or something. I haven't really played that Sheaflin yet, maybe I should give it a go. But he gets a good shot off on him, and at the moment he's on about 20k. I think I click alt in a minute and look at his health, but he lives for ages in like the worst spot ever. But we're alright, still sitting behind this island. We would ideally want to cap C, but there's no rush at the moment. Don't you know, the game's only just started. And we got good shots on people here. The second I decide to move forward, we get spotted by a plane, which is a bit dull, but oh well. Both their BBs behind the island at the moment. Well, one of their BBs, everyone's dead. So we have no fear of getting death struck. And this is where I made a mistake. I remember this game. At the time, I thought that cruiser on the island was a minnow, because like, while the minnow bit at the back of the map, like the minnow normally wants to sit by an island. So I completely overlooked the name of the ship and just went, I can move forward. It's only a minnow. Like, if he comes stealing around the corner, he does have torps, but I'll just AP sit there then. So I move forward here, and then our lib dies, but we are capping the flag, and I'm like, it's alright. We can't get the shot. I'm not like, minnow. switch to AP. Like, I'm just gonna absolutely obliterate. If that was a minnow, this would be 9 citadels, but whoops, all shattered. Oh, it's this guy. I don't even know what this guy is. It looks like a Valencia. But now I'm sort of panicking. I know he's shot talks at me, so I want to move in a weird way. I am panicking. I'm not going to cope and say that I'm not panicking, but I'm hard turning left. And I'm showing him all guns. Luckily we disabled his torps on the left. We just disabled his torps on the left there. On his right, so the side that's facing us. The torps are the only threat really. He's going to whittle us down with his sap, but we've got better DPM than him. I didn't want to cover out them islands because then we would have come under fire from like the Minotaur or anything, so I'm going to call it a tactical beach. Our teammate Citadel's him. We switched to AP to get a load of his broadside, and that would have been about 5-6k if he didn't have 100 HP. But if you're playing against someone who doesn't change the AP and doesn't have that type of damage, the AP shells, the sailing full broadside is actually alright. Especially with Sap. So Sap, I'm not sure if Sap can Citadel you, but Sap, there's no point in angling it. The amount of times I've been nose forward so Columbo only hits me like 25k, I just go fuck it. Full broadside, full DPM, the winner goes down over there. We swip later towards the game, our BB kills the DD, just hiding behind an island. But that's how ranked games normally play. You want to hide behind an island, radar, get an advantage. But random battles on the other hand are definitely a lot more fun, because not everyone's sweating, and in randoms you normally always get a CV at tier 10. Depends what time of night you're playing after midnight, you probably won't get a CV, but you normally always get a tier 10 CV or a super CV. It pops up there, tier 10 game and tier 11/tier 11. There's like 4 super ships on each team, so I basically just said tier 10 tier 11 game. But we're on the same map. This is literally the game after, but on the same map, random battles. This time, because the map's bigger and there's more crossfires, we're gonna just stick to the right side. These planes get ambushed by us. Turns around the corner, sees we're just there. It's the worst thing you can probably see. But we're spotted now, so I'm sort of panicking now because Yamato, he can hit us. I don't care about the planes. These bombs could do big damages to us, but it's more the reacher stuff. Our radar picks up the sub. If subs are surfaced, and I think if they're at 8 meters depth, your radar will pick them up. So we had the radar to constantly tick in there because we suspected that the sub was somewhere near us, because our sub's somewhere near us. We get 1 hit, he must have turned right, and we decide to go a bit further forward, hope that the CV doesn't come spot us. We have slightly better arching shells in terms of fighting back at a BB. We could hug close enough that our shells can go over. Look how high they go. Close enough that our shells go over, and his shells can't get over. Now normally when you're behind a wall, we blind fire some depth charges at the sub because he wanted to capture the buff. We just blind fired it. That's a hit there. But normally when you get close to an island, BBs especially, like a Yamato, I do all the time, you can normally lob shells just over the island to hit the light cruiser. But the Rochester's arcs at 15 kilometers are so high you can proper hug the island. Well, we just burn away at this Yamato. We do get a lot of shatters, but this is the way I like to play. Fires. Random battles with 2 ships down. There's a super cruiser on our right, the Des Moines predecessor. Is that the right word? The one after Des Moines went down on our right. I think he got depth struck. I don't really know what happened to him. But what's your priority? Your priority at the moment is spot the sub. So as soon as radar's up, hit the radar, drop the sub, and that's it. Just DPM spam over islands. You never want to be spotted probably the first half of random battles. Like never. Like even if you're not shooting, even if you feel like you're doing nothing, just don't get spotted because someone's gonna shoot you. And this main tier pokes his head around the corner. I don't know why, he literally saw us igniting his Yamato, but he was like, you know what, I'm gonna have a little look around this corner. This guy can death shock us well easy, so gonna want to sit proper behind this island now, reverse. At this angle, you probably could lob shells over the island, but if we just get a few meters closer, you might be able to lob any shells over the island. My team's pinging for me to get this buff, or pinging for us to get the buff, and I've just realised that 2 of them have flown over. There's a lot of airstrikes going on, so we just hit the defensive fire button. That's what's shooting this guy. He gets hit by a few torps there, it looks like. Well, he might not have, because he didn't disappear. Yes. I'm not actually sure what the mains is. I think it's the French super battleship. But the thing you're noticing at the moment as well now, was hitting him good, like a few thousand a salvo, but he has like 150,000 HP super ship. Like when you get these games where it's a super ship BB, there's heals going on, there's heal buffs. Oh my god, you have to shoot people so many times. Luckily our team's got all the buffs. So the Worcester normally has 45,000 health. I haven't got Superintendent, I think that's the buff name in it, for extra health. I've just put natural flat 45,000. But we've got 2 health buffs, so we hit 55,000 health there. Sorry about some frame freezes, I'm cloud gaming this game. So we do get a few freeze frames every now and then when my internet drops out. But at the moment we're all visible, but I've no fear of getting death drop really. I'm more interested about getting in a good spot. We're still down at the moment, we're down 4-3. But we're fairly winning on this flank. I'll call it a win. Their subs sort of drifted away into the middle of the map. And if you've been paying attention a little bit to our consumable bar, we sort of hit radar off cooldown, just to see if we can just pick up a glimpse of the enemy sub. But we move to where C was last game, so we move into the middle of this island ball, which is a dream for the Worcester. Open water is deadly for you. Pretty much never want to be in open water. You can brawl, especially against other cruisers. You can open water gun battle other cruisers, but BBs are a nightmare to you, especially these super BBs. Airstrikes going down on our BB, we help him with a lot of AA fire. I'm pretty sure he didn't even get a single bomb off on our BB. Just farming planes. You get a decent amount of XP from planes, so that's another reason why you should go light cruisers. I find light cruisers and the Nevsky line on the Russians the easiest to grind. So whenever I'm doing research bureau reruns, I always pick light cruisers lines or the Russian cruiser line. That's a really nice cruiser line. Either one of them, heavy or light. But at the moment we're going to park behind this island. Well, as you can see on the map, we can see a few people lurking towards this side of the map. So if we're going to stick any part of our ship out of an island, we really want it to be our rear. At the moment, like our front end is sticking out a bit. It's not really what you want to do. At the start of the video, if you skipped the start of the video, I went over armor layouts, and the rear of our ship is a lot better than the front because our citadel is sort of shifted forward. So it's a lot harder to get citadel when the back half of the ship is sticking out of islands. But we're trying to pepper this guy down, but you see I'm going over sometimes and then under. There is a prolonged bug in this game. I'm pretty sure it's confident that it's a real bug, but with high arching shells, your elevation of shooting people is so bugged. Sometimes it'll fall short like 10 meters and you're like, what? And then you move your aim up and then it goes straight over him, you're like, oh, okay. Maybe I'm just bad at the game, that's probably most likely it is, but I see other people complaining about it. But there was still AA farming, the CV's trying to hit our BBs. And this is a much better angle, so if we got spotted now and he was to hit some part of the rear of our ship, then we more than likely wouldn't get citadeled, and we would only take a couple thousand damage from a few pens or whatever. I have no idea what the sub's doing. He's probably just getting a buff for his teammates. Probably just thought, you know, I'm dead, I'm just gonna get this buff for my boys, which is fair enough. What a lad. But going towards the AA here, the AA DPM HE is crazy. We're not shooting out at any of his planes here because I think he healed. Because look at the DPS in the top right corner. About 10k done to these planes. We are spotted, and remember, spotted is your most dangerous threat. Don't care about these torpedoes. We slightly evade these torpedoes, but the torpedoes themselves we don't care about. We care a lot more about what their BBs are looking at, and at the moment they're looking at us. So we're in open water, like I said, don't want to be in open water. BB shooting at us. We've just gone dark, but I think that main's got salvo from us. Is it main? Yeah, it is. But because we went dark, they went over. Now, I know it's 5v2, but don't shoot yet. The teammate says shoot. Well, like, no, I'm gonna hold it for a bit. Now you can shoot, but you want to get rear-faced angled away like this, so that you can play with your movements a bit. So if he shoots us now, you want to move forward. So see, we were already at a quarter speed. You want to set yourself for a quarter speed away from the person you're shooting, and then move forward. He still hasn't shot us yet. He's probably like trying to decide where he wants to shoot. And then we want to slow down now. I'm not sure if I do it, but you want to just keep moving your speed around. This guy might look like he's on about 10 HP, but he's probably on about 10k. He's a super cruiser. There we go. And we just want to slow down, turn away. Does hit us probably with one citadel there. Gets a Confederate off, but thank God he's dead. I say Confederate, I thought he was American, but that was pretty much all of that game. The AA damage there, 120,000, which is huge. I would always recommend this ship. High win rate on ranked with this ship. It's just a fun ship to play, good for grinding research points. I would always recommend it to any of you.